Good evening, this is HurricaneCities.com, and it's June 4th, 2010, and here's an update on your tropical weather. As you can look at the infrared satellite picture, we had an area of low pressure over southeast Texas this morning, and that low pressure generated quite a bit of shower activity and even some severe thunderstorms in parts of the deep south, which also issued a few severe thunderstorm warnings over southern Mississippi, where large hail and gusty winds and even some damaging winds were reported this afternoon. Most of this activity has pushed off to the north and east, and the shower activity has tapered off quite a bit in the deep south, and the system did not move into the Gulf of Mexico and generate into any tropical cyclone. I am, however, closely monitoring the eastern Atlantic between the coast of Africa and the Lesser Antilles. There are 4 tropical waves, 3 in the eastern Atlantic and 1 over west central Africa near 3 west longitude. The 3rd tropical wave is in the eastern Atlantic near and is not expected to develop into anything, however, but we'll keep watching it closely once it reaches the western Caribbean within the next 7 to 10 days. All the other 3 tropical waves are embedded in a intertropical convergence zone, and this leans to waves having a harder chances to develop and having a closed circulation and becoming a cyclone. With that being said, all 3 tropical waves are being watched still closely over the next several days. However, I do not expect tropical cyclone development from any of them at this time. The 4th tropical wave is located over the west central Africa near 3 west longitude. This tropical wave is forecast to emerge in the far eastern Atlantic sometimes this weekend, sometimes around Lake Saturday. This tropical wave has some decent organization in it, and the latest European models are forecasting that it will have a span in the mid-levels of 850 to 700 millibars, and if it holds on to that span through at least next Sunday, it is forecast to be approaching the Barbados and Trinidad area. It could develop into a tropical depression, and it is not out of the question that a tropical storm could form at this early point in the season. So we'll watch it very closely. As I mentioned yesterday, the environmental conditions over the eastern Atlantic between the Lesser Antilles and Africa are similar to the conditions we normally will find in late July and early August, not early June like we're seeing today. The sea surface temperatures are more than enough to sustain a significant convection and turn into a tropical cyclone. There are also low wind shear in that region, which is also affecting these tropical waves. Elsewhere in the tropics, in the Atlantic, tropical cyclone development is not expected for at least Monday or Tuesday of next week. The next tropical weather discussion and briefing will be held on Monday morning. No tropical discussion will be held this weekend. Thanks a lot for choosing HurricaneCities.com, and have a great day.